Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm Quasi on board, and today we're doing OK Computer by Radiohead. Another alternative one from them. In '97, we got what 12 tracks, 53-minute runtime. This should be a good one. I've been waiting to get back into more Radiohead stuff, so I'm excited to listen to this. A lot of people told me this was their best album in like their opinions or whatever. So we'll see. I like the bends a lot. I haven't gone back and like listened to it as much as I'd like to, but I did enjoy that first initial listen. So let's see what they got for us here. First track is Airbag. Might have to. There we go. A lot of interesting sound choices here. like how we're starting this out. I like how we're starting this out. Damn. Okay. I like that. I like that. There was really cool sound design choices there too. Like the background like noises and stuff, as well as the like actual um instruments. They like literally like jolted me awake almost. And really cool, interesting themes. Like what it's talking about like rebirth, like technological illusions. There's a lot of futuristic production on here. Um and Thom Yorke's vocals were really, oh my god. Yeah, it was really good. Uh I'm not gonna say like early favorites or anything, but I did really enjoy that one. I really liked that track. That was nice. Paranoid Android track 2. Ooh, okay. Yes, that's something. Got heavier. A lot heavier. A lot of depth on this one. Back to okay. A lot of like layered like textures on the guitar on that track. I liked how it was like almost like three parts like to the song in terms of the structure. Um it built up from like it was like a weird mood swing like in the track. Like it was initially like really gentle like serene almost in a sense. Then it like exploded into like this rock filled like rage of a song almost. Um and then it slowed down again and like dipped, and it became like an ethereal, like really vulnerable, like much slower, calmer song before going back into that rock section again at the end. It was like a callback. um yeah, that song felt like mood swings, uh honestly like anxiety channeled into a song in a sense. um and Thom's uh multi-section vocals that were like harmonizing with like the band overall, like just the instruments and everything. uh it was really well done, I'd say, just from like a technical aspect, but also just like sonically, like it just sounds really good. um what else? I was like, I don't know if I'd say unsettled. Like I was thrilled initially, and then like it would have like disillusionment. So like it would have downs, like in terms of like the feeling, like start feeling down or you start feeling up. It was weird. Um, it's a really elaborate song. I feel like, especially some of the guitar sections on there were really interesting. Yeah, let's get to what track three. Subterranean, Homesick Alien. Even the names sound like kind of futuristic.
The breath of the morning, I keep forgetting the smell of the warm summer air. can't smell a thing. You watch your feet for cracks in the pavement. Up above, aliens hover, making home movies for the folks back home. Of all these weird creatures who lock up their spirits, draw holes in themselves, and live for their secrets. Uptight, uptight. Uptight, uptight. Uptight, I wish that they swoop down in a country lane late at night when I'm driving. Take me on board their beautiful ship. Show me the world as I'd love to see it. I tell all my friends, but they never believe me. They think that I finally lost it completely. I'd show them the stars and the meaning of life. They shut me away, but I'd be
This is so this is so unique. This is like a breath of fresh air to me because you know how when you hear like folk music, you like it feels like earthy and like really like grounded and like natural in terms of like the acoustic sounds, like just traditional percussions, things like that. Even when people add like woodwinds and brass sometimes, it just feels like really ingrained in like musical traditions. And like in terms of technical stuff, like it can get experimental, but it always like feels like really like at home to you, if that makes sense. This is so like because the different like sounds and the atmosphere they shape with their sound, it feels really lush, like really vivid, but it feels like completely like out of here, like not earthly at all, like really spacey, really airy. Um, like you're literally like almost like you're like floating like in space, like looking at the earth in a sense. Like it doesn't feel like anything it's so weird. I don't know. Like the way my ear like hears everything, it's I don't know. It sounds like something you would hear in like a space like related film. Um and also like the overall like vibe and like feeling I got was almost like a detachment like or like a longing for escape, like almost in a sense like escapism, uh or like someone longing for like real like true connection. um Man, that was really interesting. And like talking about like what being abducted by aliens just to get like away from people, like isolation. It was a lot of wow. Yeah, there was a lot of uh depth to that track, just in terms of the themes and stuff. But I feel like especially the actual music, a lot of like interesting synth usage with the guitars, and a lot of really cool backing with instruments and just sounds overall in there too. I think it's really important to set atmosphere with music, especially when you do conceptual stuff. And I think they're doing it really well here so far. Let's get into track 4. Yeah, we're only 3 in.
Wake from your sleep, the drying of your tears. Today we escape. Pack and get dressed before your father hears us. Before all hell breaks loose. Keep breathing. Don't lose your nerve. Breathe. Keep breathing. I can't do this alone. Sing us a song to keep us warm. There's such a chill, such a chill. you chose, that you chose. We hope that you chose, that you chose.
Um, that was so it was like really intimate initially, and really like whew, okay, that was yeah, that was a lot. Um, yeah, it was really like intimate and like really like I wouldn't really say dry, but like initially it was just literally Thom Yorke and the acoustic guitar, and then the synths and the drums like started rolling in, and it really erupted into whatever that whole second half was. That was wild. Um, oh my gosh, and that was like it's like almost I know it sounded really tragic, almost like a funeral. Um, yeah, man, it's crazy how music makes you feel things like that. That felt like painful to listen to, and not in like in a bad way. Like take like and like sonically and everything, it was really good. It sounded really sad and like really tragic. And I also noticed in the title it says for a film. Um, was this like song actually made for like a movie, or was this, or is that just like within the concept of the album? Because I haven't. Again, I'm not familiar like at all. Okay, I really like that one. Next track, track 5, Letdown. Yeah, that was really good. But man, that was just oof. Really ambient tones. god, the arpeggiating. Um, so literally, um, there was like a 5/4 rhythm that was repeating in there. Like the guitars were literally chiming, they're arpeggiating, and oh my god, that was like the lyrics like wrecked me. That was so because it was like about like mundane life and like how overwhelming like simple things can be at times. That was crazy. Because it was a lot of ambient keys and patterns and the vocal like layering on it that and even the melody was like so repetitive that it mixed with the lyrics so well, but at the same time, like I personally became like I don't even know if I'd say like emotionally disconnected, but I felt like I started almost like floating and like daydreaming like in the midst of listening to it. But when you're like really like hearing, oh my gosh, I don't I don't know how to. I'm trying to like articulate how that made me feel, but it's like such a unique feeling in terms of like the way I've ever like reacted to music before. That definitely resonated heavily with me though. Wow. Yeah, that was definitely I don't know if I'd say my favorite track. I think my favorite was track 3 so far. That was up there for sure. I really like that one. The end I liked how it ended too a lot. Track 6, Karma Police. I think we're about halfway. Okay.
Karma police arrest this man. Talks in mouth. It buzzes like a fridge. It's like a ditching radio. Karma police arrest this girl. Hitler hairdo is making me feel ill, and we have crashed a party. This is what you get. This is what
That piano,
you
man.
get. This is what you get when you mess with us. Karma police. I've given all I can. It's not enough. I've given all I can, but we're still on the payroll. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get when you mess with For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself.
don't know if it's about the transition, so I'm gonna pause just to give thoughts like initially on this one. Um, yeah, this felt like it literally sounded like a protest song almost in a sense. But also it's like almost like a lullaby tone. Like Dom's delivery was really sardonic, if that makes sense. And in terms of like the satire and like play on words and the lyrics, it was really interesting. It started like really what's the word? I wanted to say like considerate or like singable in terms of the like initial chorus and like initial tones. Like I felt like you could start like singing the song halfway. It was that catchy. Um, the instrumentation overall with the production like building was it was cool. Um, this is probably one of the catchiest songs on here so far, and also kind of menacing a little bit with the sound. It was kind of dark. I really liked the piano at the beginning, and I liked the acoustic vibes, even though they were dark. Um, but yeah, like some of the lyrics were almost like sarcasm. Honestly, it was really interesting. Um, yeah, that song kept like my ears attention like the whole way through. Getting into track 7 now.
Fitter, happier,
Fitter
more
happier.
productive, comfortable, not drinking too much, regular exercise at the gym, 3 days a week, getting on better with your associate employee contemporaries, at ease, eating well, no more microwave dinners and saturated fats, a patient better driver, a safer car, baby smiling in backseat, sleeping well, no bad dreams, no paranoia, careful to all animals, never washing spiders down a plug hole. Keep in contact with old friends. Enjoy a drink now and then. Will frequently check credit at Moral, Bank, Hole in Wall. Favors for favors. Fond but not in love. Charity standing orders. On Sundays reading Road Supermarket. No killing moths or putting boiling water on the ants. Car wash. Also on Sundays. No longer afraid of the dark or midday shadows, nothing so ridiculously teenage and desperate, nothing so childish. At a better pace, slower and more calculated. No chance of escape. Now self-employed, concerned, but powerless. An empowered and informed member of society. Pragmatism, not idealism. Will not cry in public. Less chance of illness. Tires that grip in the wet. Shot of baby strapped in backseat. A good memory. Still cries at a good film. Still kisses with saliva. No longer empty and frantic. Like a cat. Tied to a stick. That's driven into frozen winter shit. The ability to laugh at weakness. Calm. Fitter. Healthier. And more productive. A pig. In a cage. On antibiotics.
Um, that was kind of like a interlude or like skid section. The synth strings and the only like electronic like tones and sounds. Uh, to me personally, made that kind of uncomfortable and a little unsettling. Mixed with obviously like the robotic, like computerized voice, that you hear throughout that whole thing. Um, it sounded almost like what you see in like some sci-fi films, like a corporate company like thing with like employee like life and like work just like being described. It sounded like really systemic. I don't know if it's like a play on like real life. Easily sounds like it could be. But that definitely made me feel like really uncomfortable and like really unsettled. Um, yeah, that was wow. Okay, so yeah, that was like a transition, most likely into the next track. But yeah, that felt really uncomfortable and like dystopian, and almost like a commentary on like conformity in society and like how easily like things that feel really independent and individualized are like some of the most probably systemic things. I don't know. It's part of growing up though in most places, but it's yeah, when when things are put a certain way, it can definitely make you realize like the oddness of it all. So yeah, let's get into track 8. Yeah, track 8. Electioneering. Interesting title. Really high energy.
I was stuck. I was stuck for nothing. Say the right things when electioneering. Just like in roads. When I go forwards, you go backwards. Somewhere we'll by its shields, brutally commanded to turn. It's just business. Catapult the just like in
Guitar, man. Ooh, guitar's so punchy on that, man. That was dope. Political like critiques and commentary on there. The what when I go forward, you go backwards. Man, the guitar. There was no filler at all. All the space. There was no like not even an ounce of empty space on that track. It gave me like garage like rock type of like energy and feel and atmosphere, and some of the riffs on that one crazy, just really high energy off the wall, kind of I feel like some of the energy here reminded me a little bit of the Bends a little more than a lot of the stuff on this one. This song is definitely a big change of pace from a lot of the other songs so far on here. This is definitely up there so far for me. This is probably one of the ones I've enjoyed the most. The guitars were just really like the rhythms were punchy. It's just driving like the whole song forward the whole time. That one was really dope. Next track, track 9, Climbing Up the Walls. Those drums are really sticking out there. Wow. Okay. Wow. especially that, and it was like spiraling towards the end. Um, that song gave me kind of like a chilled, almost like fearful vibe, a little bit, kind of like a horror film, especially the ending section. It started spiraling at the end. Even the vocals at the end, it like slurred into like a scream. Um, yeah, that was. I'm trying to think of like the string section, and like the mechanical, like I wouldn't even really say sounds, like uh tones and like uh, atmosphere to an extent. Um, literally sounds like a song like in a horror movie, a score. Um, wow, that was yeah. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. That like felt like a horror movie. That was that was really cool though. The way the vocals were distorted at sections and stuff and kind of like slurred. That was really interesting. Um, yeah, wow. Okay. Next track, No Surprises, track 10. Already interesting. Is that guitar? Is that a. I might be way off. Is that a glockenspiel?
full up like a landfill, a job that slowly kills you, bruises that won't heal. You look so tired, bring down the government. They don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life on a handshake of carbon monoxide.
Whoa.
No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. This is my final fate, my final bellyache with no alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden. No surprises, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, please.
Okay. So the melody literally reminded me of like children's music, like almost like a nursery rhyme, but it was like really adult themes. Uh it was like a musical juxtaposition, if you will. Um and honestly, that made me feel so weird because the tones were really warm and I wouldn't say cheerful necessarily, but it's nostalgic and it sounds like something you would hear as a child. And then the lyrics make you sad and they're like full of dread, even though Dom's voice is so calm. But then the bass is like really smooth, like the rhythm's really smooth, and the tones are really warm. And then the glockenspiel just doesn't even sound real because that was just like that's something I only remember like hearing as a kid. Like that's not something I like hear in my day-to-day life, like in terms of music I listen to. That's like not an instrument I hear often. So hearing that was just weird. And I was taken aback, like I didn't even it didn't even feel real. I didn't even think I was like hearing that correctly. I still don't think I heard like I don't know. It's something that's like super recognizable though to like so many people just because of your youth initially at least. Um yeah, the lyrics were really like adult. So um the difference in like the sound and the actual like topics being discussed were so starkly different. The song felt very surreal. And definitely stand out for sure. This is definitely like top 3 for me. That was just it was like almost like desperation, but also like a lot of dread and kind of like being like tired of it all. Um yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites so far. It was and the tone like initially just like shifted my attention like almost immediately. Like caught my ear instantly. Which is really cool. You don't get that with a lot of music, but a lot of good music you do. Track 11, Lucky.
I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. This time I feel my luck could change. Kill me, Sarah. Kill me again. 'Cause love is gonna be a glorious day. Pull me out of the air crash. Pull me out of the lake. 'Cause I'm your
That song was really anthemic. I really like how that last section, like the last like 30 seconds, the guitar melody was matching the chorus melody. That was really cool. It actually felt almost like a scene like from a film. Like it sounds like something you would hear. It had the slow build, really catchy chorus. The song like with the lyrics and stuff felt like hopeful, but like chaotic and apocalyptic. Like there would be a collapse at some point. Um, and what like the survivor's guilt aspect of it with like the plane crash or whatever. I don't know if that's a metaphor for something else or literal, but um, yeah, it makes you feel like it gives a sense of gratefulness, but like uneasiness and like it was weird. It was really cool though, but it was weird. Uh, it felt like something wasn't quite right there, if that makes sense. Uh, yeah, I like that one. That was good. Really like the guitar and the synths on that. The tour is track 12. I think this is the final track. I think we're at the end. This hasn't even felt like it hasn't been dragging at all. A really great album so far.
A box and no one else but me. Like can't sing a ghost. I guess it's seen the sparks of flowing. No one else would know. Hey man, slow down, slow down. Slow
Wow, okay. Whew, that was like really cathartic for me. That was unlifting in a really eerie way. That was like you know how like some albums when they end it's like winding down? That did not feel like that. It felt like the album dissolved, like the music dissolved and now it's just there. Um it felt like I wouldn't even say mellow. It was really reflective and uh intentional. And I think, man, I could be off. I don't know what the title means, but the way I grasped it all, it's like we're all like kind of like tourists in life. We're not here forever. And, people are so quick to want to grow up super fast or like get to things really quickly that they don't slow down and reflect on things and contemplate, look deeper into themselves or things happening around them and both be aware but also be appreciative and grateful for just being able to exist in like whatever space that may be. um I like how spacey that song sounded, as well as the entire album, pretty much. There were a lot of ambient textures on that song that made it kind of comforting, and I think even the lyrics in that song were comforting. But within the context of the album, it's unsettling when you think about the different ways in which people are like programmed to exist as opposed to just simply existing. So yeah, I really that's probably my favorite song. I'm not gonna lie, that it just resonated with me really deeply. I really like that one. I really liked Exit Music. No Surprises. I think I'll do Electioneering too. Pretty much the whole damn album was really, really, really good. But yeah, those will definitely be my favorites. Yeah, I think The Tourist is definitely my top one right now. Mm. Yeah, this definitely hit close to home for me personally. Definitely a lot I resonated with here. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to, be like overly. I feel like some people share too much of their lives on here in general with social media too. I'll leave that up to interpretation, but I like the whole album a lot. And I feel like this will be really unsettling for some people. I think like listening to if you haven't heard this album before, I feel like it'll be unsettling. And honestly, I feel like that can be a good thing. Music making you feel things is a very clear indicator of very good songwriting, in my opinion. So yeah, this was like not even like when I'm not even gonna like joke about this is a 10 out of 10. It's not even like close, bro. This is one of the best things I think I've listened to on here. Uh, Definitely some of the best music I've heard in a long time. Uh, there's very few that can compare to this like level of songwriting and intention and actual like production value. And I don't even there's so much I could get into with the production. But yeah, there's a lot of like really deliberate stuff in there for sure. And very masterful work in terms of just like instrumentation and like placement, progression, everything. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Everybody, have a good one. Let me know what you want to hear me listen to next. Um, and yeah, that should be it for this one. Peace.